talking about the SIF Common Framework quite specifically, because that's the toolkit you're going, or the framework you're going to be using throughout the bootcamp. As I mentioned before, it's open source. So Systemic has developed it with the NSIP team. They sponsored bits and pieces as well, and it has grown out of experience, really. Systemic had writing agents over the last 2.5 years. Problems that came across, what can we solve generically, which are more specific problems can't be solved, but the generic things which are always the same again and again, these are all covered by the framework, pretty much out of the box, you don't have to code too much. We have it in JDK, Java with 1.5 and above, and there's a .NET version. The version we're using for the bootcamp covers SIF AU 1.0. I've mentioned before, there's actually a newer version out, but that particular ADK doesn't cover it yet. There's no guarantee it's going to be maintained in future, whatever, it's open source, you get what you pay. So it means if you want more, it's open source, you can do more yourself, but we might do, we might not, it's ad hoc, we will see, right? But the two guys who have developed it, one there, it's me, I'm on the Java group, Raf has done the same on the .NET side. They're very, very similar, yet they're slightly different. And the main difference comes through just .NET and Java's not all the same. So certain quirks of each have to cover one way or the other. That's why we have the framework. Have you seen a lot of code before? Just for a simple thing, we want to write less code. All the common bits you want to cover up in a nice API so you don't have to do it. Should get you often going in writing an agent very quickly. You should only be worried about how do I extract or provide data in my application rather, or how do I wire up this bit, how do I wire up that bit, what bit goes in where in the agent to start it correctly and all this. You don't have to worry about those things. You go and write your code to connect to your tables, your web services, to whatever you don't need to. It has a couple configuration files. They're not very tricky. They deal with a few bits and pieces, mainly by the behavior of your agent, multi-threaded, single-threaded, frequency in a pull mode, and stuff like this. You can all configure freely.